Hi everyone, thank you for joining us today. Really excited. Dr. Kurt, are you giving away a sample today?
Yes, I'll give another, I'm going to give away another H2 stick, a bag of H2 stick.
Ooh.
Comment often because I've got a number in my head that I've already picked it up. It's been in a sealed envelope for 3 years with the secret number.
So for everyone who's watching us live, is it just for live viewers, Kurt, or can someone come and watch the recording?
Oh, they got to comment on the page.
What if they don't make it to the live call and they're watching the recording? Can they still win?
If they're the number that was picked 3 years ago, yep.
Okay, great. So if you're watching us live or the recording, be sure to comment because you could win a box of the brand new H2 sticks from Sisel, the hydrogen water. This is a great product. I've been on it 3 days and already had an awesome result. And if you listen to Tom Senior's recording from yesterday, which is on the Sisel World Team YouTube channel, you will find out about all the benefits.
All right. Look at that. We've got an exciting panel. I always like it when I get to sit in a room full of women.
I knew you were going to say that.
Well, welcome everyone. Welcome to the webinar. If you're on Facebook, give us the old thumbs up, give us the smiley face, give us the hearts. Sandy, do you want me to unmute you? Are you going to be quiet now?
Quiet as long as my book doesn't fall. My notebook fell. Sorry.
There you go. And we're still waiting for Rene to show up. I knew she was going to be late. She told me she's going to be late. You know, tonight we're going to be talking about the compensation plan and just a little bit different way of doing it. We're going to be sharing stories from all of you, from you and you and you and you, right? And sharing what's it meant to you, what's it done for you. So really what I'd like to do, I'm going to go down here to my lower right and I'm going to go to Katie first. And Katie, I know you've been working hard. Every time I talk to you, you're working on your Sisel business. If you'd like to just share your story, what Sisel done for you, and with the business side, not product testimonials, but with business testimonials. Let's go to
Sure. So I guess I start off by sharing that initially when I got involved, it was not for the business opportunity. In fact, I came on as just a customer. So I guess sharing that is a great way to highlight that it's important to look after your customers because you never know who's going to turn into a business builder. So I got involved because of the products. I love the products so much that I thought, well, this is really crazy to be paying for the products. Why not get them for free, right? It makes sense because if you enjoy using them and you love them, you can share it with others and it won't take too much effort. Obviously, you do need to work. You can then get your products for free. So I achieved this, but I was thinking about a long-term goal about how far could I go with this. So I guess for me, the business opportunity was about being able to be your own boss, being able to be flexible and work from home. It also means that once you've built your business to a certain level, you're not guaranteed, because I guess nothing's 100% guaranteed in life, but there's a good chance that you're going to get an ongoing check for a very long time. And, thinking about the future and if, when you retire, how are you going to live? Like you need money to live and you want to enjoy yourself. You don't want to be going, I've got no money, I can't do this, I can't do that. So for me, I feel that network marketing is a great way to provide that residual income. It's a leveraged income. And I just think the opportunity is fantastic. And of course, you start getting excited when you get your first little commission check, you get some money back, and then you watch and it starts to grow. And as it starts to grow, you get more excited and you put more effort in. And so it just is a fantastic opportunity. And I just think for anyone watching to really, I invite you to do some research into the industry, into the profession, I guess, of network marketing and into the company of Sisel and look and really be honest, could this be something that's for you? Could this be something that you could utilize as an income for the future and just really take advantage of the opportunity?
You bet. Well, I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to have some questions. You know, we're going to play like a little game show here type of thing. So I'll come back to you in a little bit. I'm going to go up to Michigan. Talk to my friend Andrea up there. Andrea, welcome to the call. Well, tell us a little bit about your business success, and you know what are you finding since you got into Sisel? What do you like about what we're doing?
Okay, well, I've done marketing for a number of years. I started way back in my 20s doing marketing, and you know, I've had success along the way and stuff. But with Sisel, I think because it fills my passion of being involved in health and helping people be healthy, you know, I just have more passion for it. I know from talking with a number of people that are leaders in here that, you know, your passion is to help people, you know, and that's my passion too. So it fulfills that in me, that altruistic kind of need, you know, to be doing a better thing in the world, you know. But other than that, I mean, what got me in the business, as Katie said, you know, it's the great products. Doc had sent me a video about Triangle of Life products, and I just ignored it and said, you know, like, I get offers all the time for companies, and I'm like, oh, you know, just another company. And then I happened to see some more information, and I posted something to someone else who was in Sisel, and Doc saw that, and he says, that's what I've been trying to share with you. So I went back and watched the video, and I was sold. That one video, I was sold on this company because of the awesomeness of the products. Not only that, but this particular video had some information about the company, that it was paid off, that it was, you know, like a little history of the company. And I'm like, that's the kind of company I want to work with. And so that was kind of a deciding factor right there. And then I ordered the products and started using them. I kind of sat back and didn't do much with it for about 5 or 6 months, you know, and what really stimulated me to get going in this was the release of the Age Pill. When I saw that product come out, I knew it was like another one of those home runs that Tom talks about. Like, nobody had that. So I was really excited about that. You know, and the products are such that once people start using them, they get results like very quickly, usually, and they want to continue to get them. So month after month, they're buying them. Let's say they have some kind of condition or situation where, you know, a product has pretty much helped them get over that. Hey, we've got 40, 50 other products that you're probably dying to use, because that's how I am. It's like I can't get them all that I want, you know. But what I do is I alternate, you know, and I get the ones that I want to absolutely not live without. And then I stick a few in there for like 90 days and, you know, give that one a break and try another one for 90 days, that kind of thing. So, and so far, like, all the products are great. You know, and that's just reiterated by the research that Tom shares, that Doc shares, you know, that people are relaying, the testimonies they're relaying. I mean, there's 100% the products are good. So let me see, I jotted down a note here. Can't read it because the light's too bright behind it. Oh, to talk about the compensation plan, yes. I actually did a really short compensation 101 video for my team today and put it on our team page, where it's just like, what do you need to know about the compensation plan right now? Like, you just signed up, and what do you need to know right now? Not walking them through the whole big long thing and getting them all confused, because they always get confused. I get confused. Right. Everyone gets confused when they look at a compensation plan. And so I just did like the basics. You know, what are you going to make right now? What are you going to make tomorrow? What are you going to make a month from now? That kind of thing. So the really cool part about it is Sisel has been in business long enough, and then there's a history of Tom being in this industry long enough, that they have learned how to develop a plan that pushes all the right buttons. And it actually pays out like 46% out of the dollar. So there aren't sustainable businesses out there that can do that without a lot of experience. And so that's what's really cool about our compensation plan. Plus, I'm making more money in this than other companies that I've literally breathed, lived, slept, you know, total diehard I'm going to do this and then make that much money, you know. So it's really nice to be rewarded. And then a lot has to do with the fact that we have a real team of players. I mean, look at tonight, what we have here. And Doc's always there to, you know, like pull us all together. And basically, if you want to be successful, and I've learned this too over the years, you know, I've been in businesses where I had someone who was not such a great leader or sponsor above me, and you're pretty much out there on your own doing it, you know. And so I really appreciate that. And I've told Doc many times that I really appreciate him as my sponsor, that, you know, he does provide for us all kinds of resources. And I'm sure everybody else on the team could, you know, make a comment about that too. I kind of look at it like this. If you're looking for something to be successful in, you know, we've already talked about compensation is good, the products are good, you know, so really it's like this. That old saying where you say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So really it's you. It's you. You decide if you want to be successful. That's right. Let's say that we're the horses. All of us are horses. And there's water out there. And you're going to take the horses to the water. And it's up to them to drink it. So we have lots of water. So we're like, my team's surrounded by water. And I'm sure Katie's is and Sandy's is too. Like the resources are the water. Getting the connections, the communications, the calls, the Facebook pages, you know, being connected to corporate correctly, like getting your people just connected. That's all you have to do. That's your job. Get them connected, and then they determine if they're going to drink or not. If you're not like a horse that wants to connect people, you just connect them to somebody up there who's going to connect them to everything else. So that's all you really have to do. And so if you're looking for something to be successful in, this is the team to join. Right, Doc?
Hey,
Number
thank
15.
you. You know, I remember Andrea, I just want to throw this in there. When you first got started, I remember you calling me up like after the first week, and after a week, how many videos did you watch that first week?
Oh, Lord, I don't know. Lots.
Yeah, you're
like,
on.
You know, I didn't do much for 6 months. I watched videos for 5-6 months. Like, I went to bed with them. I'd watch 2 or 3 a night. I just get on YouTube and watch Tom's videos. Some of them I'd watch, like there's one he had out there, I watched it at least 12 times. Right. You know, I just liked the information. I was like excited about the information.
Yeah, you were a sponge just taking it all in.
I was a sponge. So you have to be a horse that's thirsty and a sponge.
There you go. All right. Well, thanks, Andrea. I'm going to run up here and unmute Sandy now. Sandy's down in Australia as well, down in the Sunshine Coast area, right?
Yeah.
So, welcome to the call, Sandy, and thanks thanks for being here. And I'll see you in less than a month down in Australia. So I'm going to hand the mic over to you.
Exactly. Thank you. Yes, it's coming up very quickly, Kurt. Yeah, for me, the reason why Paul and I got into Sisel was we were in Tom's former company. And we joined that because we had a very sick son, which had 17 brain surgeries. And with Tom's products in former company, basically changed his life. So it gave us our son back. Then after Tom got out of the company, the products just weren't working. So he went right back to where he was just about from the start. And I watched Tom all the time. So I was a bit of a Tom stalker, I suppose you would say.
Tom Stalker, I like it.
A little bit the same. Once we got back into using the Sisel, within 3 weeks it completely changed his life again. So it just shows that the products are absolutely outstanding. I love them and would never ever not have them in my home. You know, like you just sort of think how amazing that is for somebody's life to change like that. And I was a bit like you, Andrea, went to bed every night listening to so much, because once Tom stepped away from his former company, it just wasn't the same. My heart wasn't in it, but Paul and I still had quite a good business in our former company, but that didn't matter to me. It was all about having our son well, having really good products, feeling really, really well. And once we stepped away from that, went back into the Sisel, it just all started happening again. So, you know, when you're getting results, you want to go and share it with people. And by doing that, you know, it's basically leverage. So a lot of people don't really understand the power of leverage. And basically it's just everybody, you know, people doing a little bit. And by doing that, people will say, wow, like, how come you've got so many people in your team? How did you get that many? Well, I didn't. You know, I've got, you know, some great leaders in my team. So basically they go out there and do the same thing. So, you know, you only have to share it with a few and get some good leaders happening, and it just happens for you. So with that, basically I've been able to get my products for free every month for quite a long time now. So I absolutely use every Sisel product in my home. There's only one that I don't use, and that is Inner Chi for him. Because I can't use that one, but I certainly use Inner Chi for her. But everything, I don't think there's one product that I haven't used in my, or haven't got in my house. So I use every product, and or have tried every product, so I know what they're like. And basically that's been able to give me my Sisel car now, which I can drive around, which I've had for 12 months now, and absolutely love driving. And I'm really looking forward to picking Katie up in my new car in a couple of weeks to take her for a zoom around Brisbane.
Zoom.
Zoom.
Do you have a picture of it, Sandy?
I was trying to look for one before. No, Paul has on his screen, but I don't know if I can get it up.
Okay, that's okay. I think I can get one, but anyway, keep talking.
You've got one? Yeah, because, so basically, you know, it is life-changing being able to help people. That's what I love, is being able to help people with health problems, basically. And not that I go out there trying to find sick people, but there's so many people that just have little minor problems, and just by helping them use fantastic products, it can change their life tremendously. So, and the compensation plan is fantastic. You get paid daily. You know, every day you can go to your email and, oh, I've got more money in my e-wallet, which is fantastic. So, no, it's great. Love it.
That is fun, isn't it? Getting those emails that say, we paid you again today.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it. I like it. My son, he's 26 years old, lives out in Spokane, Washington, and he told me that too. He said he likes opening up. And some days it's not a big check, but every day he's getting a check.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I've
not
got a picture of her car. I don't
You
know
got
if
it?
you can.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. The
Yeah, I was trying
holiday.
to find it before.
Got a Sisel number plate.
Nice.
I like it.
It should have, right?
You know,
Exactly.
I just want to say this. For all of you that are listening to us, you're listening to us on Facebook Live, give us a thumbs up. You know, rate your comment in. What's your favorite part of Sisel? I mean, as you've listened to this panel, as you've listened to these three beautiful women talk about their favorite part, one of the common things you hear, product. We got products that work. Doesn't that make just probably one of the most important things, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, How can you have a successful business, if the products don't work? People will buy them initially, they'll get excited, and then they'll just stop purchasing them.
That's right.
Yeah.
And because we're building a business like Sandy and Andrea were talking about, we're building a business where we're sharing information. And so we're sharing it with other people that we know. So if I go up and I take the Sisel H2 stick and I hand it to one of you, I darn well better know that this is going to work. This is going to make a change in your life, because otherwise you're going to come back to me and say, what was that? Right?
Yeah.
And so I really believe that we have to have products that work. I think it's one of the pillars that we have to build our business on. The other thing, like Andrea touched on, you know, we've got a great compensation plan. We've got 8 ways that we can get paid. And I think that's fantastic. You don't have to go out and sell product. Everybody says, oh, you get into network marketing and you have to go sell product. If I had to survive on the products that I sold each month, I'd be living in a tent. I'd be living in a tent, literally.
Right.
But because of people like these 3 women on here and all of you I share information. I help build teams, and it's really, you know, wouldn't you? Oh, there's a bigger picture of that hot little car.
Dip it just a little. There you go.
That's a better one.
All right.
Nice.
I'll find it.
There it
That's
is.
lovely.
Yeah. Congratulations on that. And you know, Katie, I'm just going to let you talk a little bit about teamwork, just a little bit. Share. You know, why is teamwork so important? And I know that, you know, between Andrea and yourself and myself, we do a lot of webinars, a lot of conference calls. Andrea, I'm going to ask you the question on, you know, why is it important to be involved with that webinars? Not just watch them. Like for all of you that are out there right now, and you watch this. Why is it important, and I'll have Andrea answer this question, why is it important to start getting involved, starting engaging, being one of the panelists on here? But I'll start with you, Katie. You know, why is teamwork so important to you?
Well, I guess, you know, teamwork's critical because the success of, I guess, my business is dependent on the success of others. I've got to assist others and help them be successful, provide them with the support, resources, and training so that they can be successful. And then that in turn helps me. And that's why I believe this is just a fantastic business model, because you're not just in it for yourself. You're in it to help others. And, you know, like Andrea touched on before, I guess, and I would say with confidence that all four of us that are talking now are part of Sisel because we genuinely want to help other people. We want to see other people healthy. We want to see them happy. We want to see them successful and have money and not be struggling. And, you know, Sisel ticks all those boxes as a business model, as an opportunity. And so that's why it's really important, you know, to really provide support and be there for your team.
That's right. Teamwork is so important. You know, teamworks make the dream work, right? So, Andrea, you know, heading over to you, talk a little bit about why is it important to really be part of something like this? And don't you love it now that we have webinars that here we are, we're all on the screen together. It's not just me talking. It's not just, you know, you're actually seeing everybody. I love this. When Katie told me about this new platform that Zoom had, I thought, oh man, I don't want to spend any money paying for something I can get for free, and because I'm cheap. But tell us a little bit, why is it important that you want to be part of the panel? You want to be on the screen.
Because you want to be on the screen? Is that what you want the answer?
Yeah, why do you want to be why do you want to engage in being here rather than just listening?
Okay, well, it's all part of leadership, being a leader. You know, if you're putting yourself out there in front of other people, they look at you as a leader. So if I didn't get on this screen ever, or if I didn't get on calls with you, my team would, you know, look to you as a leader, but you are trying to develop other leaders within your business so that you're not spread so thin. It's like, you know, the boss trying to run the whole company, or the boss delegates to other people different things to run, right? And so if you're the type of person that wants to develop into being a leader, then you need to be involved in something where you're seen as a leader, basically.
That's
and
right.
then that helps the whole team flow better because you have other people that will help. It's just like the duplication of using the product. You know, you have 10 people using the product and those 10 go out and share it with 2 more people, then suddenly you have 30 people using the product, right? Well, it's the same way in our team and the team effort, in that, you know, it's either Doc sharing everything and he's wearing himself out, or he shares it to others and those people share it to others. It's just duplication.
That's right.
Well,
thank you. I appreciate that. You know, Sandy, I'm going to go to you because I've been saving this question for you. Because you travel. I've seen you in America. You've flown all the way from Australia to meetings out in Utah. I've seen you out there for a 2-day conference. I mean, who in the world flies across the world for a 2-day conference? I mean, tell us a little bit of why is it important to actually go to presentations when there's something you can go to?
Just to keep learning, and especially knowing more, like going through the Sisel plant was just amazing to go through the plant. And especially having the opportunity to go through Tom's house. Like, who wouldn't want to do that? That was, you can look at video pictures of that and go, wow, but when you're standing in his home, it's just magnificent. So that just really, it was just amazing to be able to have the opportunity to do that. And it was great that Paul and I were in an opportunity, you know, we had enough money finally to be able to go and do something like that. So, and go on the Sisel cruise, that was another fantastic opportunity as well. And just by sharing information with people, I got my trip for free, so, which was great. So, you know, and Sisel are there to help us do stuff like that. So,
you know, Sandy,
no, that was great.
I know that you've done some training. You've done some training outside of Sisel, going through some of Eric Worre's training a little bit. Share a little bit about what Eric Worre taught you and Katie about the importance. What does it do for your team when you go to presentations? What is it? How does it exponentially build you when you get involved with something? What did Eric Worre teach on that?
Well, basically, he teaches you, you know, to be a team leader, and then you can share your information with your team to help them grow and give them confidence to go out there and do what you're doing. Whereas if you're not doing any of that, well, then your team doesn't see you doing that as well. So
that's right.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I think that's part of the reason that you've seen such wild momentum in your team growth, because people see you. They see your car with the Sisel license plates, right? And they go, I want a hot little red Mercedes. And they go, I want to go on a cruise, and I want to go to America. I want to do that. You know, Katie, I'm going to bounce back to you and just kind of, you know, I know that you've done a lot of work with Eric Worre. How much growth did he say you get from going to presentations? Because if you go to a presentation and then you invite your friends to a presentation, and now they invite their friends to a presentation, what does that do for your team when you actually show up?
Well, basically that is really key in growing your business is events, because events, they say, is where decisions are made and where people either commit or recommit to the business. So it just builds that belief and that mindset, and that is absolutely critical to building a business. So we've talked about the 4 pillars of belief in building the business. So belief in the products, belief in the company, belief in the industry / and the compensation plan, I guess, and then of course belief in yourself. So by attending an event, you're essentially building all those pillars, aren't you? Because they cover the products, how fantastic they are, the science, how they work, so that gets you really excited. Then they, you know, cover obviously information about the company and compensation plan, so you develop more belief in that. And then, you know, you're surrounded by other people who are successful, and so that helps you develop belief in the industry of network marketing and the profession. And then, of course, you can learn some skills while you're at these events or while you're attending them. And that can be like whether you're attending a live event or even, you know, an online webinar as well. But, you know, you start learning skills, and those skills help to build your self-confidence. So there you're working on those 4 pillars all at the same time. And the truth is that, you know, if you're not continually working on them, you don't get that continual growth. It's a constant process, and you have to continually commit and just be consistent. It's like, but that really applies to everything in life. Like if you want to lose weight or get fit or, you know, anything, consistency is the key. And so, so I guess answering the question, Kurt, is really about building that belief, and then that has a flow-on effect with, you know, your team as well. And you can't ask someone else to do something if you're not doing it too.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. You know, Andrea, I'm going to go back over to you. Don't you like how I'm just kind of picking on all three equally?
I'm just waiting for which one of us are you going to throw under the bus?
I wouldn't do that. You know, here's our new product, the Sisel H2 sticks. And you know what, Andrea? What I like about this is that it's such an easy product to share. What's your thoughts on I mean, on just telling people, hey, buy some of this. Share a little bit about your ideas on business building with sharing products, you know, products like this. It's so inexpensive to share. Give some ideas and tips to people.
Well, basically, I like to share scientific information, basically. You know, like Tom, I use the phone notes app as a resource for all my information. This is what I put in it today. I don't know if you can see it. So H2 Science pulled all those topics out from Tom's wall.
Wow.
I have stored there. So if somebody comes to me and says, well, what's it do? And, you know, I've got lung issues. Bam, here's your lung issues. I just send it right over to them. You know, and of course, sharing the calls that you did and the call that Tom did. Today I did like a little demonstration video and put it on my page. And, you know, I had somebody who's been in that page for a while, and she came out and says, what'd you dump in there? You know, and I go, lots of great magnesium. And it came from here, you know. So just sharing, again, just sharing, showing people, giving them resources, giving them information. Because basically, just like what Tom says, you're giving them information, they make a decision to try it.
Good answer. So, you know, Sandy, this will be the final call of the night. Well, maybe I think Rene might have joined us finally, but let me see. Because I told her that I'd want her on the call, but I don't see her. So this will be the final question for the night. Sandy, you know, I lost my train of thought. How do you like that?
I was saying you're doing some serious thinking there. I'm getting really worried.
I had one of those loss of track because I knew I'd invited Rene to talk tonight as well. But kind of share with everybody your thoughts on what's the best way to get started. When somebody joins, if I signed up right now, what would you tell me the very first thing that I need to do?
Oh, now you're really putting me under the thumb, aren't you? Well, I suppose you want to show them how to get started, how to get onto the website. This is what I do. I show them how to get onto the website because a lot of people don't know how to do that properly. So I show them how to do the website. Then I show them all the resources we've got, because I mean we've got amazing resources that Katie has set up for us. So I show them all the Sizzlers Connect resources, and then also show them your resources, Sizzle World Team. So we've got some fantastic resources that they can go to and give them all the support they need to keep going on and getting them on the calls if we can get them on the calls, if they're interested in the business side of it. So that will keep them moving and keep them updated and just show that there's plenty of other people there to support them. A lot of people will think that, say if their upline isn't me, that's somebody a little bit lower down and they're feeling they're not getting the support. Well, I always say to them, look, you can always move upline. If they feel I wasn't giving them the support, well, guess what? We've got Katie and we've got Kurt, and we can't go any higher than Kurt. But yeah, so just showing them that they've got the resources there.
That is so important, you know, being able to show people here's how you get started, you know, and I was going to end with that, but I'm going to go back to Katie one last time because, you know, Katie and I were talking this afternoon. I mean, you know, I'll tell you folks, for me, you know, you're probably wondering, well, what's my story? What's my story? Why did I get into this? You know, I've been a doctor for 32 years now. I got into Sizzle. I think a lot of people think it's because of the great products, and it had to be one of the pillars, right? It had to be one of the pillars that held the table up. I got into it because after my motorcycle wreck, I was in a wheelchair. I needed a way of generating an income, but I never had a job. I've never worked for anybody else. I don't even know what it is like to work at a job, right? And I thought, well, I'm unemployable. What am I going to do? And I thought, I have no other choice. I'm going into network marketing, right? And I had known a couple people that made millions of dollars in the industry, and I had the opportunity to become friends with these guys. I called them up and I said, okay, what's the first step? And they said the first step is find the right company. Find the company that you can take and you can wrap your arms around the products. You can go, these are mine. These are my products. This is Kurt's H2 water, right? And I got into it, and all of a sudden I found out I wouldn't know any one of the three of you if it wasn't for Sizzle. Mm-hmm. You're some of my best friends. When I have something I need to talk about, I know I can call any one of the three of you, plus other people that are on the call, other people on the team. And I can make that call and I can say, hey, I had a bad day. Or if I had a good day, I can call any one of you up and I say, I had a great day. And isn't that fun to have that kind of connection?
I was going to cut in and bring that up at the end because I thought it was something we kind of missed. You know, I have been in marketing for 20 years. I have lifetime friends from being in marketing. I have friends from way back in the 80s that, you know, I still care about, love, and communicate with now. You know, and as you said, you know, you just get to meet people. Like I was in a business about 5 years ago where I met just hundreds of people, you know, and so we're all kind of interconnected somehow on social media now. And they may have moved into different businesses and I've moved into different businesses, you know, but we're still all friends. And that's another really nice thing about being in a social marketing business is that you have that social aspect to it.
Yeah, I think that's really, really important. I mean, it's key to me. It really is. You know, Katie.
Let me see if Rene's on because I sent her the link.
Okay, hang on.
She told me she didn't get it.
Oh, there she is. Okay, hang on. There she is. Now we got one more person with us. I'll unmute you, Rene. But you know,
Rene in her dark bedroom.
in the dark room. She's in the dark room. You know, Katie. Before we go to Rene, I have this question, and I gotta ask. I gotta ask Katie before I move on to Rene. Is that, you know, Katie, earlier today we were talking about working with people and explaining to them right away the most important part of the word network marketing is probably the word work, isn't it?
Right.
Would you want to just touch on that a little bit? Why it's important to tell people, hey, look, this isn't playtime. It might be a lot of fun. You might think we're having a lot of fun, right? And I know, Sandy, you and Paul are always having a blast up there, but it's the work part that you got to get involved with.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we talked about that, you know, it's not a free ticket. It's not, you can get rich quick. It requires work and commitments. And if somebody's not willing to put in the work or the commitment, then it's better that, you know, that everybody recognizes that perhaps it's not for them. It might be better that they're a product user, because if you're not willing to have to put in that effort, it's going to be very difficult to have success. You know, you can't just be lucky and find one person and then, now I'm going to get rich because they're going to go and do all the work. It just doesn't work like that. Like, as we've discussed in the call already, is that you have to help others to be successful. And you can't just have that one person. You do need to create a team and a few legs and build a business properly. So you have to be willing, you know, to want to put the effort in, I guess. Yeah.
Exactly. You know, Rene, welcome to the call. And I knew you were going to be late, so I told everybody, I said, Rene will be coming. You know, share a little bit about your story. You know, what have you seen in Sisel compared to some of I know you've been involved with network marketing for, you know, a number of years yourself. Share with everybody a little bit about, you know, what's your story? What do you see different about the culture here than you've seen with some of the other companies that you've been in?
Well, hi everyone. Great to see a group on here. Yeah, I've been in network marketing for about 25 years, so I have my learning curves, of course. And then I was with a team, a company since 2001, and they made some silly mistakes. You know, I thought that was plan A, B, C, and D. So I was really looking for something. And when I was introduced to the age pill, it really got my attention because I had been in wellness for all that time. The age pill really got my attention, as did Sisel Rip. And then, of course, at that time, the comp plan was just changing over to the Wealth Builder. And I checked that out and I thought, this is very lucrative, you know, and I like the unilevel. It's easy to follow. It's easy for people that haven't had the experience. So all those things coming together, because it does take product, and you're absolutely right on the teamwork. I mean, it is so nice to have a team like we have with the Sisel World team, you know, because everybody's got their strengths and weaknesses. And so we don't have to be all encompassing. We can rely on others for their strong points as well. So that makes it much easier as well. So is that exactly what you asked me? Because I'm still catching up to myself getting on here late.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's perfect. I know every week we love to have you or every month we love to have you on the compensation plan training. So, what I'd like to do is I'm just going to open this up and here we are. We're represented by 3 different countries. Isn't that amazing? All on one call, working seamlessly together.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So, Sandy, I'm going to let you start if there's any closing remarks that you have, and then we'll move on to Andrea and Katie, and then to Rene.
Go Australia. Go Queensland.
All right.
Well, I guess I would just say that if anyone out there is watching this video and they're looking for a really great company with really great people and really great products, that you should get back with the person who, showed it to you or introduced you to it and get a little more information.
That's right. Katie, down to you.
So again, if you're watching the recording or watching us live and you're thinking about Sisel and whether this could be for you, I'd invite you to do your own research. There's plenty of information on YouTube, and really take a look at the Mauer mission, the mission and the vision behind the company. This is one of the things that brings us all together and really helps to, help us continue on and get through hard times or difficult times, because we just have that overall mission and vision.
All right. And then Rene, over to you, and if you want just your closing thoughts as well.
Well, everybody really summed it up well, so I can only repeat that. Like it's the company, it's the products, it's the compensation plan, and it's so great to be a part of a team like we have. Doc does a great job of keeping us in line and helping us answer our questions and whatnot, and gets that whip out. And it's great company to be with, and like here we are. Would we have met if it wasn't for Sisel? And the Sisel, the Mauer mission is huge, absolutely huge. And you don't have to be sick or unwell to be part of this. I mean, most of us have had our issues, but we want to go down this road as healthy as we can be. So it's that preventative aspect. So get involved. It's the best team out there.
All right. Well, everyone, I just want to say thank you to all of you, each one of you that are on the panel tonight, everybody that's out there in TV land and you're listening, you're part of this, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, leave a smiley face, share this with a lot of other people, because this is going to help people see that they have a team, they have somebody that they can depend on. And so I'll close it up by handing it out to the 4 of you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Have a great weekend.